That's just 3 miles an hour. It's hardly a breeze at all, but in the afternoon, a nice southeasterly setting in along the coast. And for anyone who is sailing this weekend, and I know there is a big race around the Isle of Wight on Saturday, there's not going to be a lot of wind at all. A variable wind of force 3 or less, and just local sea breezes coming in the afternoon, and the whole way sunshine through the weekend. And there's a summary really of tonight, tomorrow, and the weekend indeed. Dry, nice and warm still, and sunny the whole way through the days, so it's going to be a very nice picture indeed. In fact, we may even see it continuing well into next week.
To be safe, you don't see forecasts like that very often, do you? Now, the main news of the day. A £10,000 reward has been offered by Barclays Bank after an armed gang raided a branch of Bloxham in Oxfordshire. The gang had held members of 2 families hostage before the raid. In China, 3 men have been sentenced to death after being convicted of setting fire to a train in Shanghai during the recent unrest. And the Soviet President, Mikhail Gorbachev, has ended his visit to West Germany. Before he left, Mr. Gorbachev said the eventual removal of the Berlin Wall was not a major problem.
And here in the south, an army investigation is underway after a Royal Marine from Aldershot in Hampshire was accidentally shot dead by a colleague in Belfast this morning. 21-year-old Adam Gilbert had been in Northern Ireland for less than a month. There's been a big increase in the number of divers being treated for the bends at HMS Vernon in Portsmouth. A senior Navy instructor says some amateur divers are being reckless. Dr. Martin Fleischmann, the Southampton University professor who claims to have found a revolutionary method for producing nuclear fusion, is to carry on with his experiments even though scientists at Harwell say his method doesn't work.
Finally, a quick look at some of this evening's newspapers here in the south, and the prize, if there were one, for front pages this evening would go to the news in Portsmouth with this dramatic coverage of last night's gas explosion. Photographer, by the way, Innes Marlowe. The Echo in Southampton also runs the fare and explosion as its lead story, with the one word there, fireball, as its headline. And the Bournemouth Echo, with the headline, wire trap in the park, highlights the dangers joggers have been facing in Merrick Park with wires stretched across paths they use.
Just to remind you, tomorrow we'll be at Goodwood at the races, the South Today Stakes, 6:35 live tomorrow night. Good night.
Night.
Thursday evening on BBC One begins with Top of the Pops and music from Jason Donovan, Fuzzbox and Sunita. At 7:30, the fight's on to save the community centre.
This Mrs. Butcher. She's not the type who could stir up trouble if we did condemn the place, is she?
Mrs. Butcher's not exactly the kind of figure people rally around, if you want the truth, Councillor.
At 8 o'clock, Compo, Clegg and Seymour are taking to the slopes. Then at 8:30, In Sickness and in Health, and Alf's on the snoop.
You're not supposed to read that. That's why it's got a stand public with a picture of the Queen looking sideways, so even she can't see what's inside.
At 9:30, Phil Cool. Or is it? Sir Robin Day's guests at 10 o'clock are MPs Peter Walker, Paddy Ashdown and Marjorie Molam, with journalist Peter Jenkins. Thursday night on One.
Show with stereo sound on Radio 1 FM, and making his debut on the Pops, Simon Parkin. Thank you, Mark. What a programme we've got for you tonight.